Hello everyone, my name is Laura Martinez. Today I'm going to be presenting a personal project about my life and some school experiences, my education, and all of that stuff. I hope you guys can enjoy it. So, like I said, my name is Laura Sharon Martinez Castillo. I was named Laura after my grandmother. My name Laura comes from the Latin word laurus, which means a laurel. I was born in July 19 of 2000 here in Guatemala City. I was perfectly born, but there's a story about my birth. So when the doctors delivered me, they pulled me a little too hard. In a few days, I had a hernia around my neck. My parents were definitely terrified, but they rushed me back to the hospital, and thankfully the doctors took care of it, and I'm completely fine till this day. Growing up, my house was always loud and full of energy because we're a very united family. As you can see, my family consists of my parents, my two older brothers, then it goes me, and then my little brother. We're a very close-knit Christian family. Our faith and unity means everything to us. So even though my older brother is now married, we still feel like very united, even though he's far from my family or far from the area that I'm in. We're still, like I said, very united, and we, we're very strong. We have a strong bond in that. Regarding my cultural identity, I am a proud Guatemalan, and like I said, being from Guatemala City and raised in a Christian home has shaped me who I am till now. On my early childhood, I still remember my very first days of school. Unlike many kids who cry or they feel anxious about it, I don't remember that. I remember that I was pretty happy that I was gonna learn some new things and make so many friends. In fact, I had a great friend that happened to live in the same neighborhood, and I get to know her, or I noticed that she was on the same class that I was in, and of course the same school. But it was a pretty experience because during the day she was my classmate, and in the afternoons we were always go outside and play all kinds of games together. So it was a pretty fun childhood, I guess. My very first friendship that I had. Another highlight of my early years was our family vacations. We used to take trips to the beach and pools, and looking back, I am so grateful because my parents always made sure I felt happy, safe, and deeply loved, and they truly turned every single trip into a fun and unforgettable experience for me until now. They always do that. So looking back at my academic journey, I will say that I will describe myself as a dedicated regular student. My first years of school were comfortable because I had the privilege to study with my older siblings. But as I grew up, I changed schools, and while these transitions can be tough, I think that this was a chance for me to step out of my comfort zone and make amazing friends. And also, these are connections that I still cherish and hold close to my heart to this day. I one of my friends, one of my best friends, used to live here in Guatemala, but even though she now lives in the U.S., our bond is stronger than ever, and we always make sure to catch up and see each other every single time that she visits Guatemala or whenever I travel to the U.S. So I cherish that really into my heart. And I remember that during this era, I used to wear braces, and what happened to me was that one of my braces was loose, and I accidentally swallowed one braces, and I was so scared and so terrified that something bad could happen to me. I was having bellyache, but I guess it was all on my mind because my parents took me to the hospital, and the doctors did some exams, and well, they told me that everything was fine because everything was out of my system naturally and ended up being just a harmless and scary but very funny false alarm. So, ultimately, those school years taught me how to build meaningful friendships and become, more outgoing person, I guess. So I truly enjoy every stage of my life, and today I look back to those years, those energetic days with a lot of nostalgia and gratitude, and I realized how much they shaped me into the person that I am today. On my education, so my immediate education goal is to successfully finish this academic year, and I am putting a lot of effort and my best attitude to learn, and I hope I can pass the semester. And looking forward, I once graduate and complete this degree, I am fully committed to continuing my education, and I plan to pursue higher postgraduate studies because I believe that constantly investing in myself and in my personal and intellectual growth, it is always important. So on my personal life, my greatest priority is my walk in faith. I faithfully follow Christ and I strive to reflect his love in every single area that I can. Alongside my spiritual growth, I am to achieve a healthy balance between my professional and dedication in my well-being, fostering strong and meaningful relationship with my family and the people that I love. My mission is to honor God in everything I do, like I said, and using my talents. One of the dreams that I have is that I could someday at my church be as an instrument to God and be able to translate the word of God, and whenever it needs to be done that way, really want to be a translator and help in my church and or wherever God puts me. And I really hope I have a meaningful impact in the world by inspiring other young people like my brother. I know that I am in charge to be an example for him. So that's what I think. I hope I could inspire him and to be persistent in following the dreams and showing that everything you can do anything if you put a mind to it. So that's what I think, and I will like to be remembered as someone who was deeply loved and devoted to Christ and a loving family and exceptionally loyal to her friends. I want to believe that I am leaving an impact in some people, I guess. So my core principles, my core values, I think this faith, perseverance, and integrity. My faith, like I said, is my foundation of my life. It shapes my decisions because it teaches me to trust in God's plan and maintaining my hope in difficult times. My integrity, to me, integrity means doing the right thing even though no one's watching, but it talks about you, integrity, how you handle things when no one's watching. And perseverance is achieving big goals even though it's hard. So achieving goals requires a lot of effort and resilience. So this three principle keeps me focused on my life and my studies, and they help me to view obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow stronger. So like I said, I want to leave behind a legacy of kindness, resilience, and hope, and proving that a successful life is measured by the love we give and the positive impact we leave in the hearts of other people. So thank you so much for watching and listening. Bye.